without their continued support, it'd be very difficult to maintain this competition as Mel Kawa brings on the Melbourne team. And Gemma, this one, even though it's a fourth taking on the fifth, there's still plenty to play for.
Yeah, definitely. I think Melbourne will be chasing their first win this weekend, and likewise Adelaide really want to finish with some wind in their sails, taking that on to the next 2 weeks' time down when we're playing on the Gold Coast. So, like you said, a lot to play for and a lot to work on for both teams this game.
So the Roamers will be running from right to left. And we see the right foot kick just a little bit too short and rolling all the way over. Doesn't make the 10 metres. And a little bit of a stop-start start to the game. Free kick here for Cormick. Cormick passing out to the left-hand side, and Boston Amatangi, who has been very dominant all weekend, and the shifting play from left to right now. Kawa getting on the outside of her opposite number, and there's pace down. Oh, that's a good ball and all tackle by Tabaj. And we can see the Melbourne tactic already here. Gemma going from left to right a couple of times, and there's the wheels of Daria.
Tackle release, thank you.
Again, just seem to be going back in defence by the Roamers of really putting pressure. Defensively, Gemma, the Roamers are really pushing the Melbourne team back about 5 or 6 metres.
Yeah, they're doing well to push up. They're setting their line really early off that ruck, and they're marking up well with their numbers.
Kawa again, trying just to bring in 2 players just to give that opportunity, and rumbling through was Amy Williams. Kawa just unfortunately just putting that ball down. Offside. And in the face defence by Taj Hield.
14, yep. Thanks, Pugs.
So the touchy making that call there. Bosun Almatangi up to the halfway, taking 2 defenders with her. And picking and driving down the left-hand side, Bunteen. Annie Bunteen, third year playing at Aon Series.
Stay.
She says she can see how much progress all the Melbourne ladies have done over the last few years, and slowing that ball down. That's good enough for an offload. Here we go. Kawa with a loop. Kawa just can't seem to offload that pass. Deciding to go now back to the left. So linking around Bunteen. Daria. Probably called her name 17 different ways this weekend, so my apologies. Real arm wrestle this one here in this 10 metre yard line here.
Vantage, knock on, Black.
So now.
Vantage over.
Alicia Pua.
High, 9, Black.
Alicia Pua.
9, Black.
Really tall, lanky human being. And we haven't seen much of her this weekend, the number 13 for Melbourne. Here, Gemma.
No, but she's a very strong run there and drew the penalty. So Melbourne actually now getting inside their own half will be their first opportunity. They've had a lot of ball so far, but nothing with any attacking options. So off the line out here, they've got their back line set really wide and deep, so they might try and spread it wide.
The Kawa goes up, not straight. I've just got a few speaking notes for about Alicia Pua.
Not straight.
Born in the USA, California. Mother's American, Filipino, Samoan, and father is Samoan, Kiwi, and German. And she calls herself basically a fruit salad. So how good's that?
All good.
Bit of everything in there.
Bind. Set. Walk out.
So ball comes out, pilfered there by Cormick. Cormick finding Bunteen. Coming down the left-hand channel to the speed
Tackle release.
Good tackle by Tabaj. Again, Melbourne. Oh, there's that pass that you hate to take. Well,
Second roll on the ground. Holding. 10, yellow card. Following the tap down. Just
well,
wait,
we
no,
can
no, no,
see
no,
there
no.
Amy Williams slowing that down, and referee had no other option to
Holding
go to
on.
his pocket. Yellow card for Williams.
Yep.
It was great work by Darcy Sadler, recognising the dominant tackle of her teammate and getting in over the top to pilfer the ball and get their penalty for them.
So here with an offload to Anthony.
Play on.
Anthony looking around, swatting away the defence, but defence has been dogged and good over the top of the ball. Wow.
Holding.
Kawa really showing all the experience there, taking her time and getting over the top of the ball. Bolson Amatangi looking around, fending off Gregory. Gregory has another chop.
No, black.
Ball well presented there. So the two. Alessio Pua. Big right foot kick, no one at home. The bounce of a rugby ball now. Could this be a foot race? And the ball goes down and popped up well by the Romers. Romers now coming. Oh, that's a steamroller over the top.
Holding.
Was that Mel Kawa again over the top of the ball? If not, if it wasn't, he was pretty close to it. Coming back on the inside. Daria not going around. She wants to go through this
Hold
time.
black.
Just taking your time, Kawa, looking around Mel Kawa.
Play it. Thank you.
Play on, says the referee, and she has another chop in it. One arm pass. That's the first try to Melbourne University.
Well, they've really had all the possession in this first half, Melbourne, and they've slowly worked their way down the field to get better field position, and then they've finally been able to capitalise on all that time with the ball. Really smart by Kawa there. She placed the ball, picked it up, and went again, and it just gave her teammates that opportunity to then get in the passing channels for an offload, and really smart play by them, their first points for the game.
You want to wait for half time?
Melbourne University now having a full contingent back on Amy Williams after a short breather.
Half time.
And now she goes straight to half-time. So Williams gets a little bit more of a break. So it seemed to be between the halfway and the 22 for about 5 or so minutes of this half, and a real arm wrestle.
Yeah, it has been, and you could see the, I guess, the smarts by Melbourne there. There hasn't been any on or in-play kicks during this tournament, and then we see the Adelaide Romers bring 7 into their line, and Melbourne was smart enough to recognise that there was no sweeper, and putting that kick in behind created that opportunity for them.
So both teams now rehydrating. And it's really gotten warm here in Brisbane. So we've a little bit of a break after this one, and this is the last match for the team that goes down today, but one more game after this. Keep going. We saw as well was that we just talked about in our last game before our break, where Melbourne University, Nawel Remini, she looked like she damaged her shoulder, and she looked in a lot of pain there. So hopefully we'll see her back in a few weeks' time. But she's out there now with the team with no boots on. But it's a bit of a disappointing end to the weekend for her.
Yeah, and I guess looking at her with no arm in a sling, I guess that's always a positive. So I'm sure she'll have physio and things like that, and hopefully we'll see her back out in 2 weeks' time. Just the experience she brings to the Melbourne side with her years of playing around the world is very crucial.
Yeah, just watching her walk off the field there. Seems to be very ginger on that, looks like that left arm shoulder, so might be an interesting plane trip back this afternoon. So both these teams
Blackie, good.
making the journey from down south. So interesting to see what their borders say when they get home as well. So Tola, nice right boot, goes a little bit deep. Anthony now looking around. Anthony going through the gap. Anthony trying to get that arm free, just couldn't do that, and good contact. Kawa in that breakdown. Seeing trying to just get those looping plays just to add. Konopka over the top. Sadler was back inside. Sadler trying to do a 1-2 play, but well read by the Melbourne University defence. Sadler going to first receiver, finds Anthony. Anthony taking again 2 or 3 players to put her on the deck. There seems to be numbers now, but the Melbourne defence coming right up, and good tackle by Bunteen. Gregory, we're seeing Gregory this weekend open right up. Gregory going through. It's a foot race. Alice Gregory, the skipper, she should go all the way. Well, there seemed to be nothing happening there, and Alice Gregory, the skipper, all the way. Try time.
Yeah, some really good work by Adelaide there. They tried some inside balls to try and find some lazy defenders in the Melbourne team, and once they'd done that, it really condensed that Melbourne defence, and it gave space for Lauren Potter and Gregory to work together again out on this wing. And Gregory's got a lot of pace and very strong with her running lines, and you could see that there once she got through that first tackle. There was no stopping her.
So after actually Milkawa having a break and Conway coming onto the paddock. Winona Conway. She's currently competing in the CrossFit Open.
Stay behind
Jeez.
Black.
So you'd imagine she won't stop all day. Sadler with a wonky old kick, but perfect in sevens. The makeup of sevens. So again, Melbourne coming out of trouble. Bosun, Almatangi. Hard to put down. Good body shape for both attack and defence there. So a little right foot step by Williams. Conway goes to scrum half. Towler looks up, sees a wall of defence in front, but shut down by Potter. Potter latching onto that ball, keeping the knees off the ground, and goes straight in the ground now. Good presence of mind there, so Bunteen tries to get that one-arm pass, just hits the deck. Well, we've said that before. They've certainly done their homework on Hallie
Release!
Daria, haven't we? They're not giving her any room at all to move.
14.
No, and just putting that extra pressure on her is not giving her that space. They're really shutting it down the play before it gets to her, which doesn't give her any room.
So just seeing, just a little flick pass and gets out. There we go. Well, Lauren Potter did need to ask her twice about putting Melbourne University player over the sideline.
Just teaching the young one that the old dog still got it.
Goes off the top. Sadler playing scrum half. Back to Conway, Potter, beg your pardons, who started this raid. Down to Gregory. Gregory down the left-hand side this time. She gets on the outside of one. She comes in the inside, and this will be Gregory. Gregory should go all the way again, and she does. Well, representing Australia in the World Uni Games in Namibia in 2018, showing all of her experience down the left-hand side.
And such a good combination those two girls are proving to be, Gregory and Lauren Potter. Years of experience with touch football, you could see Potter looked up to give that pass and knew it wasn't on, so took the ball into the line, and by taking it to the line, she then created the space for Gregory again. And very strong running by Gregory. She still had a lot to do there. She had players to beat and powered through the tackle.
So conversion unsuccessful. So that still gives a real opportunity for Melbourne. 12-5, Alice Gregory.
Charlie's substitutions.
Yep, let me know.
Showing some real wheels there, Gregory.
All good.
Thank you. Let's go.
So Sadler again puts it deep. Ball goes down. Conway. Now, University of Melbourne just trying to wrap up.
Hold.
That was Hogan that time. Towler. Getting the outside of... It's a foot race. Kawa down the right-hand side. Kawa getting that arm free. Inside ball. This is going to be a foot race down the right-hand side of the park. It's going to be a great tackle. Good cover defending tackle
Keep going,
by
Blood.
the Romans. There's numbers on the left here. If University of Melbourne spread it, there should be a real chance. Daria with some pace, but she's going to go straight through. Daria, don't want to give her much room. She's going to go all the way. First time this afternoon. We've seen the number 4 open the gas chamber in their try time.
Yeah, really well. Probably well run by Daria there. You could see the tiring Melbourne defence. They did one massive effort to shut it down on the far side, but just recovering back on this open side just a little bit slower and falling off a couple of tackles makes it very hard to stop.
So strikes it, makes no mistake, and with only about a minute to
Nice play,
go.
ladies. Stay behind.
We have a tied ball game, 12 all. Here we go.
Stay behind, Blue.
So the Romers will get opportunity. Ball goes shallow. Good strong run through the middle. I think that might have been.
Not rolling. Impacting clean out.
So quick tap. Sadler.
Offside there.
Sadler.
Blue
Offside.
12.
Got a number for me.
Blue 12.
12 Blue. Offside. Yellow card. Quick wait on.
Well, we're on to
Offside.
Conway. Won't see the end of this match now. So coming offside was yellow card. Big cutout pass. Great pass here. Potter. Potter looking around. Potter inside. Taking 2 defenders with her. Again. Kildare.
Tackle release. Back.
So what's going to happen now? So the line of defence here for the Romers is attack into defence. Anthony. Anthony picks up and goes again. Been a handful all weekend.
Advantage knock on.
Well, the advantage is knock on there. And here we go. Melbourne now will have, you would think, the next breakdown will be
Advantage over.
the end.
Full time.
Well, I think Mel Cowan knows something no one else does.
So I'm assuming we go now to extra time.
Charlie, golden point, 5 minutes each way.
Golden point, 5 minutes each way.
So
you'll
we've got
need
golden point, 5 minutes each way now. So,
Do you need me to get a coin? Golden point, Charlie.
and golden point as well. So it comes down to this one here. So Mel Kawa throwing her hands up in the air and thinking that was it, but no. Golden point, how exciting. Here we go.
It is exciting, and it's probably something the girls haven't seen much of, so it'll be interesting to see the tactics they employ.
Jess,
Melbourne
how long
will
is
be
left
down
on
a
the
player
yellow?
for the
I have a minute
for the
10.
first minute, I would say, or minute and a half of this golden point extra time. So if Adelaide can get the ball in their hands, they're going to have the numbers and just need to stay composed with a smart head to really capitalise on that extra man.
Yeah, Yep, golden point, first ball. Okay, thanks. I'm not sure, check with over
So
there.
basically what we're watching now, the teams have a quick breather, and looks like Melbourne running from left to right, but I think there could have been a bit of confusion out there, thinking on a count back or how they finished higher on the table or something.
You're kicking. Let's go. You're kicking and running towards that end.
So even though, like we said before, about Mel Carver, that you can see the passion. Doesn't matter if it's playing for fourth or fifth or not. It's still, you're playing the whole weekend. You're here for a reason. You're here to win.
Jess, you
Yeah,
said 5
definitely.
minutes, correct?
I don't think anyone ever likes to lose. You wouldn't be playing sport if you like losing. So everyone's got that winning instinct, and I just love how much passion she plays with. She's got so much love for it, and you can really see she's
Lucky
trying
good.
to show the young girls that
When the yellow
that's how
comes
you
up.
need to play.
About a minute.
So kick off. That's a great hanging kick off. Sadler takes it, goes to, sorry, there's Sadler there. Again out to Anthony. Anthony, offload. There's numbers on the left-hand side of the park. It's a foot race down. This could be going all the way. This could be here for Heald. Heald, and she'll score, and that'll be it. Wow. Well, she has been very good all weekend, Taj Heald, and in attack and defence, and that's it.
Great work by Adelaide there to really capitalise on that extra man. It was always going to be tough for Melbourne to hold them out. And you can see there, just taking the ball into the line, Questa, she was able to create, oh, sorry, not Questa, Heald, she was able to create that extra man, and then, yeah, there was no stopping her once she got the ball.
Well, how about that? Just a minute into extra time, and we'll try a quick chat before the next game comes on at the park, but how good was that? A real tester for Melbourne. And they go through, have one more game. We'll cross down to Gemma.
So we've got Taj here, the try scorer. What does it feel like to get that try? Were the legs burning as you were getting close to the try line?
Oh, it felt really good. Like, that's a one-off for me, I reckon. But, you know, we all played really well, like, as a team, and I'm really proud of us. We did good. So, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you had a bit of a slow start, but yeah, you could see your team built some momentum there in the second half, and you really came away with it at the end. Got one more game and then back to Adelaide. What do you work on in the next 2 weeks for the tournament at the Gold Coast?
I think we're going to work on a lot of, like, getting to the ruck, like cleaning out and stuff. We're a bit slow there. And then just, like, linking a bit more. I think just getting it out wide, because we always score when we get it out and have some space, so probably a little bit of that.
Yeah, Gregory's been a phenomenal find for Adelaide, and you can see the speed she brings on the wing. What's she like as a leader?
Oh, she's really good, really good. Funny girl. Yeah, no, she's good.
I'll have to hit her up. You sound funny too. Good luck for the next game. One more to go.